Hello everyone, this is Sarah. So today I'm with another topic, why do we fall ill? The significance of health. Health is a state of complete physical, mental and social well-being of an individual. Anything that prevents proper functioning of cells and issues will lead to a lack of proper activity of the body. The health of all organisms will depend on their surroundings or their environment. The environment includes the physical environment or social environment, public cleanliness, good economic conditions and jobs. Social equality and harmony are also important for individual health. Being healthy and being disease free. Being healthy. It is a state of being well enough to function and physically, mentally and socially. It refers of the individual physical and social environment. The individual has good health. Being disease free means it is a state of absence from disease. It refers only to the individual. The individual may have good or poor health. Diseases and its causes. What does it look like? When there is a disease, either the functioning or the appearance of one or more systems of the body will change for the worse. These changes give rise to the symptoms and signs of disease. Symptoms of disease are the things we feel as being wrong. Different symptoms which could be established during the diseased condition include headache, cough, loose motions and wounds with pus. These symptoms indicate these may be a disease, but they do not indicate what the disease is. On the basis of symptoms, the physicians look for the signs of particular disease and conduct tests to confirm the diseases. Most diseases will have many causes rather than one single cause, which includes poor nourishment, genetic defects, lack of public service, environmental pollution, lack of proper treatment or immunization, and microorganisms. All diseases will have immediate causes and contributory causes. Types of disease. There are two types of disease, acute disease and chronic disease. Acute disease lasts for a short time without posing adverse effects on the health, example common cold, and chronic disease lasts for prolonged period with the drastic effects on health, example diabetes. Chronic disease has very drastic long-term effect on people's health and compared to acute disease. Infectious disease and non-infectious disease. Infectious disease are the disease based on the occurrence or spread and duration. These are the diseases caused by microorganisms like bacteria, viruses, fungi and protozoa. These are spread from one person to another through air, food, water, etc. Non-infectious disease. Non-infectious disease are caused by genetic abnormalities. They are called non-communicable disease as they do not spread from one person to another. Example, cancer, heart disease, etc. Infectious disease. Infectious disease agents. Organisms which causes disease are called as infectious agents. They obtain nourishment from the host. Example, bacteria, viruses, fungi, protozoa and helminths. Bacteria cause disease like typhoid, cholera, tuberculosis, etc. Viruses, common cold, influenza, dengue, fever, etc. Fungi causes skin infection, protozoa causes malaria and sleeping sickness, etc. Worms. Helminth worms causes intestinal infections of elephantiasis. Antibiotic blocks biochemical pathways important for bacteria, hence they are effective against them. Example, penicillin, etc. Many bacteria make a cell wall to protect themselves. The antibiotic blocks the bacterial process that builds cell wall. Means of spread. Infectious disease are spread through microbial organisms from an infected person are transmitted through physical contact, air, water and vectors. Airborne disease. These are the diseases transmitted through air. Microorganisms are transmitted in the form of droplet in the air. Example, common cold. Waterborne disease. This occurs if the excrete from someone suffering from an infectious gets disease such as cholera get mixed with drinking water used by people living nearby. Physical contact. These are the diseases transmitted through direct contact. Example, AIDS is transmitted through blood contact with infected people or from an infected mother to her child during pregnancy. AIDS is also transmitted through intimate contact between partners. Vectors. The most common carries or vectors that transfer microorganisms from one human being to another. Female mosquitoes, dogs, hens, etc. Example, rabies virus transmitted by dogs and cats bite. AIDS causes by a retrovirus called HIV, human deficiency virus. Method of transmission: transmitted from infected person to a healthy person through sexual contact, blood transfusion, infected mother to her unborn child, use of infected needles and blades, etc. Preventions: avoid transfusion of infected blood, always use disposable needles and syringes, avoid sexual contact with unknown person, avoid the same razor used in the same. Organ specific and tissue specific manifestations. There are many places, organs, or tissues where these microorganisms could go. Symptoms tell us about the target organ. Infected malaria causing microbes in entering through a mosquito bite will go to the liver and then to the red blood cells. The signs and symptoms of a disease will depend on the tissue or organ which microbe targets. If the liver is targeted, there will be a jaundice. If the brain is targeted, we will observe headache, vomiting, fits, or unconsciousness. An activity an active immune system recruits many cells to do affected tissues to kill off the disease causing microbes. This recruitment process is called inflammation. The severity of disease manifestation depends on the number of microbes in the body. The immune disease manifestation depend on the number of microbes surviving in the body. Principles of treatment. There are two ways to treat on infectious diseases: to reduce the effect of the disease, done by taking medicines to bring down the effect of disease like pain, fever, etc., and by taking bed rest to conserve our energy. To kill causes of disease, microbes, by taking suitable antibiotics and drugs which kill the microbes. Antibiotics are the drugs used to treat the disease caused by bacteria, fungi, and protozoans. Antiviral drugs are the medicine used to treat diseases caused by viruses. These drugs are difficult to be prepared when compared to antibacterial drugs. Despite the limitation, they are now effective antiviral drugs. For example, the drug that keeps HIV infection under control. Now we'll learn principle of preventions. There are two ways and one general and one specific disease. The general ways of preventing infections. Public hygiene is the most important for prevention of infectious disease. It is mostly related to preventing infectious. Airborne microorganisms can be prevented by providing living conditions which are not overcrowded. Waterborne microorganisms can be prevented by providing safe drinking water. Vector-borne disease can be prevented by providing clean environment. Public hygiene is one basic step in the prevention of infectious disease. Available of proper and sufficient food can prevent infectious disease. Specific way of prevention. Immunization through vaccine is specific way of preventing disease. This is the process of introducing a weakened pathogen inside the body of the host of fool his or her immune system to produce antibodies. against a particular disease. Not only does our immune system fight the disease, but also keeps a memory of the incident by keeping those antibodies in blood. Thus, next time, even if the disease will strike the host body, the body will be able to protect itself with the help of antibodies. So, thank you for watching. Please do share, subscribe, click the bell icon, and don't forget to like my video. Thank you so much, guys.